The purpose of this video is to simply show you how you can enter a referral for our Baby Basics service in Ballyclare. In order to access the referral form, you can do that online via our website. And so if you go to your browser on a phone or tablet or computer, and you type in www.theunitedparish.org.uk. This will bring you into our church website. From there, from the main screen, if you just simply scroll down through the main, the front page, you'll come to a section called Compassion for Our Community. In there you'll see two buttons. What we offer are the various services that we offer as a community group, but also then this button called Baby Basics Agency Referrals, and this button will take you to the form, and this should be used only by agencies that can refer to us. So simply by clicking that button it will take you through to the Baby Basics form. If at any point you get stuck with the process or the form, you can email babybasics@theunitedparish.org.uk, or you can use the telephone number on the form 07834 544 802, and you'll be able to speak to Francis on that number. The front page is just simply to outline how the process works and also to give details of GDPR. So any information that you will put onto this form and will be kept securely by the United Parish and by Baby Basics as a charity. However, as you're going to see, the information that you're holding is very much restricted in terms of content. So we don't ask for information on the address or full name of the client who is seeking assistance. That will be for you as a referral agency to have that contact. So after the main page, if you simply click on the next button, that will take you to the second page of 5. And for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to simply complete this with just kind of fake or test information. So you'll see that the first question asked is the agency type, whether you're a health visitor, a midwife, multi-agency support team, a social worker, someone working within the community or a voluntary sector, or other, and you simply tick on the box that suits. So let's imagine that we're doing this as, say, Women's Aid. So we click the Community and Voluntary Sector button. Then the next button box, you complete the name of your agency or your organisation. So that might be the Northern Health and Social Care Trust, or in the case of this example, we'll simply put in Women's Aid. Then you put in your own name as the referrer. So in the case of myself, I'll put in Jonathan Campbell Smith, that's my name. My telephone number. So I'll just put in a fictitious number, and my email address. Make sure that you get the email address right, because through this you'll get an acknowledgement back that everything is okay. So those are really important details, because it's through this information that the team in Baby Basics in Ballyclare will get in touch with you just to be able to have a conversation about your request. Click Next, and the next section is the client details. So obviously, for the purposes of confidentiality, we do not ask you to provide the full name or any complete details about where the client lives. The idea is that as a referral agency that you will deal directly, and we're simply providing something for you as a gift, which you can then pass on. So the name of the client, and for the purposes of this, I will put in, I'll just put in my name, Johnny. The postcode then, and again, it's not the full postcode, it's only the area postcode element. So in the case of Ballyclare, it would be BT39, wherever the client lives. In terms of then the details of the child, again, if you're a midwife or a health visitor, the baby may not be born yet, and so you can put a due date in. But if the baby is born, you can give an approximate age. This just helps us with the sizing of clothing that we would want to give, or nappies or things like that. So let's just put in that the age of the child is, say, 2 months. Obviously then the next button, if the child is still due to be born, then you might not know the gender of the baby. But if the baby's born, you can put that. So again, that will ensure that the clothing that we provide is either very much neutral colours, or whether they're boy or girl. So let's go for a male, okay? And then if you know information about the mother and whether she is breastfeeding or planning to, then that allows us to be able to put items into the gift to the mother specifically for that. In some cases, depending on the agency that you're coming from, the referrals may be urgent, and so we will respond to those referrals quickly if it is an emergency. Otherwise, we will schedule it within a couple of weeks for you, and we'll be in contact with you to ensure that the date for you collecting your Baby Basics items works in with your own schedule. So in the case of this one, we'll say that it is an emergency. We now click next and move on to page 4 of 5. And this again is just really some information that is used by Baby Basics to get an idea of whether the client has come from a particular circumstances. So whether a prison inmate seeking asylum, a teenage parent, a victim of domestic abuse, or a victim of trafficking, and you only need to tick where it is applicable. So let's say that in the case of this, that in this case it's a victim of domestic abuse, and you just simply tick the box. And then we click next on to the final page. The final page gives then details of what it is that you would like, and you'll see at the top it gives details of the various things that we can offer. Please always know that we are a generous organisation, and we will provide you with as much stuff as may be necessary. So don't be shy in any way about asking for stuff. And if there's other things that you may need, feel free to list them. Also, if there are other children, siblings in the house, and you need other items for them, then be aware that we do keep a limited selection of items for other children that might be there in the house. So you simply tick the boxes that are applicable, and up here it will tell you what essentially goes into those items. So a Moses basket, a starter pack, will obviously include items for the baby, items for mum, and other things to help. The starter pack is simply the items but no Moses basket. But you can have the Moses basket separately. You can have a baby bath, and you'll see the list as it goes on. And just to say that the items that you're going to get, the Moses basket may be a second-hand Moses basket, but all of the mattresses that go into those are brand new. So we don't recycle obviously the Moses basket bedding. Okay, so the mattress will be brand new. The items that you will get, such as clothing, may be new, but they may also be second-hand, but we also review those to make sure that they're a good enough quality, and in some cases they may be washed beforehand, and certainly we will iron things. And the items that you will receive will be presented in such a way that you can give over as a gift and will be a real blessing to the mother who is in need. So in the case of this one, we'll just use the Moses Basket Starter Pack, and we'll also include a baby bath. The final box simply allows you to put in information about, maybe more information about your request. And so in the case of this one, what I'm simply going to say is there is also a sibling boy aged 3 at home. And that's all you need to do. And then once you click on submit, it'll simply bring up a message that says, "Thank you for completing the referral form. One of our team will be in touch. Should you require any further information, please contact us at the email address." So that referral will now go to our team, and they will in turn be in touch with you to arrange for you to collect that. But as I say, if there's anything at all that you're not sure about, then please use the numbers on the front page. Also, if you are entering this and you feel that you've just made a mistake or whatever, you can click on edit your response, and you can go through the process again to make sure that you've got everything covered. I hope that is of help to you. Just remember the telephone number and the email address should you need to get in touch and ask any further questions.